Not only are the games on here lackluster, they don't even run that well.
The games are slower and framier and less responsive than you remember.
Oh wow!
It makes my eyes quite literally physically water.
Simply an angering slap to the face to the fans of the original.
Oh wow!
It's no secret that the PlayStation Classic has been receiving some negative reception. On the outside, it looks pretty cool, but the inside is a different story. The first thing you see when you boot is the game selection screen. While I personally don't hate the design, it doesn't seem like much effort was put into creating it, especially when compared to the classic offerings from Nintendo. Also, did you hear that? The PlayStation actually doesn't even have any music. So the menu probably isn't a deal breaker for a lot of people, but just wait until we get into the actual games. Now, as you can see here, some of these games are actually the European version. Essentially what this means is the speed of the games is going to be different and it may or may not match your TV. So this game has a weird issue where it seems like the controls aren't really synced together in the manner that it should be, kind of like input lag. I keep trying to turn direction and micro adjust, and all it does is it makes my character just stutter around. It's really hard to do tricks like this, and you end up doing some very uncool stuff. You get it? Uncool? Okay, next game. Okay, so I know Rainbow Six isn't necessarily a favorite among fans, but like, Sony picked this game out specifically to be on the PlayStation Classic, so it has to be at least decent, right? Am I supposed to be able to play this? I don't know. I've never even played the original game, so maybe this is how it's supposed to be. Either way, this isn't really a good time. Now, there are some games on the system that run and play fine, but the main issue is it just seems like there's such a lack of effort that's been put into this. They used an open source emulator for the system and didn't even really configure it properly. There are literally tutorials out on how you can make the games work fine for yourself. There are many great resources from the community on how to make the PlayStation Classic a little better, but unfortunately, I don't think the average person is going to modify their system. When I see all the complaints and all the issues about the system, I think of this as a classic case of emulation done wrong. It's like someone who downloads an emulator for the first time and doesn't get the settings right or is missing plugins or things like that. Someone set this thing up and either didn't know what they're doing or they just didn't care. And that's really sad. There are actually videos of people emulating the PlayStation 1 on the Super Nintendo Classic and the games work better on that system. And I think that summarizes the PlayStation Classic pretty well.